generation will not fail. And I will tell you why. Every generation before us made mistakes. They faced things that they weren't prepared for. They faced things that they weren't prepared for. They learned lessons the hard way, you know. But here's the thing: they didn't keep those lessons to themselves. Are you with me? They didn't keep those lessons to themselves. They wrote them down. They spoke about them. They made themselves. They made it available, and it's for our own sake, so that we wouldn't have to learn everything the hard way and all over again. Now, my generation has access to more information, more tools, more examples than any generation that came before us. What took them decades to figure out, we can learn it in a season. This is not a small thing, to be sincere. This is an advantage, and we owe it to every person who sacrificed before us to use it. My generation was not born to repeat the past. We were born to exceed it. Rise up. The advantage is already in your hands. We have fathers of our faith who have gone ahead of us, who have already built a path for us to follow. They are not trying to navigate the way to go in life. They have already built this path for us. They have already done a lot of things for us. That is why we young people, we must not make the mistake that they made. God is expecting that we do better and we do excellent, because we have different lives of people in the Bible and our contemporary days who have gone ahead of us. Some made mistakes. We can learn from their mistakes and so many things. Some of them they don't have an example that they were looking up to them in our own days. So we have different examples that we can read from and learn from. Are you getting me? So God is expecting us at this particular time, and mostly because we're in the end time, and the end time is not the time that you want to be making mistake. It is not in the extra time that you will not make a mistake, go and score a goal in your own post. That shouldn't be the time. So this calls for us to be very, very careful. We need to be very, very careful. We need to give attention to discipleship. We need to give attention to what we are learning and what we have learned from them, so that history will not repeat itself. So God is depending on we young people, this young generation, in ministry, in several aspects. Actually, not only in ministry, several aspects, several places that God will be taking us to. We need to be ready. We need to be prepared. We need to be fortified. We don't want to give excuse. So the process of preparation for what God wants to use us for is very, very important. If there's something that God is telling you to do, if there's a place, if God is telling you to go back and learn, I will advise you to please listen to what God is saying. See, we can't miss it in the place of preparation and have the results that we didn't prepare for. That's not possible. And that's why there is a need for us to prepare very well. Go through every training that God wants us to go through. Let's go through it if need be, so that we won't fail our own generation. It is our time. It's our time to shine. It's our time to arise.